Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Full Court Press. Unfortunately, last week we did not get to see our first week of the games due to the snow, but we're excited for this week. So we are moving on to week 2, and in the 9 o'clock slot, the first game of the Recball season is Breen versus Hillfinger. So without further ado, let's get it started.
I gotta go Hillfinger here.
Okay.
I mean, I like Team Breen, but you got David, Eli, first game of the season, they're gonna be ready to go. I got my boys winning, I think, pretty handedly there.
I just want to go out and say I love this matchup. I think it's a great team. You know, this obviously Breen Tesoro, Nick's favorite team. I think it's easy to say Team Dog, as he says.
Team Dog.
But I think this is a great matchup. Hillfinger Wawrzyk, I think probably the most skilled team in Recball this year, and then Breen Tesoro, probably the most aggressive team in Recball this year. So I think it's gonna be a good little matchup. Definitely a fun one.
As much as I want to say Team Breen, I have to be honest. It's going to be Hillfinger coming out with the win. This team is too good on paper. I feel like Hillfinger and Eli is going to dominate, and then with Breen's kind of lacking guards. I mean, they have the energy, but I don't think they have the ability to guard Hillfinger and Eli on the perimeter, and I don't think they have anyone to guard them. I agree with Max. It might be handedly.
For sure.
I think for Hillfinger to lose this game, they have to be terrible at the free throw line because Breen's going to hack. So if Hillfinger can knock down probably half their free throws, maybe like 33%, they'll be able to win this game pretty handedly. So I definitely have Hillfinger in this game. I think that Eli and David are two dominant players that can score whenever you need them to.
Yeah, I think I have Hillfinger by far again too. You know, they're gonna put Ben Friedberg on Eli Wawrzyk, and he's gonna pick up 6 fouls. I just see this team like running them out of the gym. You know, they're being super athletic. Again, like they said, super skilled team. I feel like it'll just be a breeze for them.
Man, Freebergs, they're gonna be throwing elbows on Sunday. You know, they're gonna be like trying to knock these guys out of the game. I mean, that might be the only way they would win if they, throw enough elbows, knock them out of the game.
Yeah,
sucker punches. But,
do you think there's any path for Breen Tesoro in this game?
What I just said.
If they can lock up.
I'm not kidding. What I just said.
You want them to injure the other team?
I'm not saying I want that. I'm saying that's their path to victory.
Oh, okay. We don't condone any violence.
No.
I don't. Full court press.
I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying.
Max is always so violent against his Friedbergs. They haven't even played yet.
He's been on my team. He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Referees, feel free to call that whenever you see it.
Watch the
Don't be
elbows.
afraid. Max is just giving you a nice little heads up.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You know the drill.
Wait, before you move on, I just want to put out that I don't think there'll be over 5 3-pointers made in this game. I feel like
I
on
think you're
both
wrong.
teams. Both teams.
They got some shooters on Hillfinger.
But
I can
Breen,
see David knocking down three,
I can
Eli
see them
knocking down
needing to
three.
fix the rim at the end of the game.
I think there'll be parts
You know?
of this game where you're gonna think there's like a lid on the rim. Like it's gonna be like
Straight
brick,
bricks.
brick. Like it's just gonna.
I think if we're talking about Breen Tesoro, I think Hillfinger Wawrzyk is gonna just probably drop.
Yeah, but they're
60.
gonna.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree more, Alec.
Yeah.
I think that David will give you 3, Eli will give you 3, Brady will give you 1 or 2 from the
But
corner.
we gotta put into account the other team's defense, right?
Yeah.
We also
They're,
need-
they're
I
gonna,
kind of
it's
agree.
gonna get chippy. It's gonna get
I don't think the
perimeter,
whole
though?
game, but I
Like,
think
is
there
it
will
the
be
same on the
parts where they
perimeter?
won't be making shots.
100%, because you have Eli who's super agile. He can get to the rim. He wants to get layups, right? I don't think he'll settle for 3-pointers when he knows that he can probably have 30 points on this team.
Exactly.
And ones too, get the team hyped. I feel like the energy will just keep on going for this team, and which will get them layups more than 3-pointers.
I think when the second half comes and they're going to be tired because the Freebergs and the Breens, they're going to play physical. They're going to get tired and they're going to start missing their shots. They'll hit their shots in the first half, but in the second half they're going to have to get to the rim, and that's how they would win.
We'll just have to see. That game's at 9 a.m. in the big gym. In this other gym, we have Snow Lombardo. Max is your team. Are you gonna tell us about this game? Last time you kind of left us in suspense.
I think I'm feeling very confident. We had another practice on Monday. We were doing box out drills. We're a small team. I think that's one thing. But we have a lot of guys who will crash the paint, all that stuff. I see us coming out strong. I really do. I think we have a good team. But I really think I'm really confident in my team, and I think we're gonna come out 1-0 on Sunday.
Max, I'm not going to lie. I got snow. So I think
Of course you do.
I know. I think
You
snow
just want to
comes
make
out.
you just want to make me mad.
No, let me give you my reasoning, dog.
You just
Come
want
on,
to want to
relax.
get me to start yelling and stuff.
I think Camden is an elite defender, and I think he should be able to hold you enough to points so where you guys don't get the win. If they hold you to 20, 16, 18, I don't think they get enough offense. And with that, watch out. Camden said, watch out for Joseph Pardim again. He said today that he's been cooking in practice, scored 18 of their 21 points in the scrimmage. Wow. So if he's their answer to their offensive problems, I think they come out with the dub.
Yeah, Nick, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you, and unfortunately agree with Max on this one. I do think Team Lombardo is gonna come out with this. I think the offensive. Do I want to say star power? I'll say star power on Team Lombardo. I think Corshane and Dullea are a good little duo. A lot of buckets out of them, and I think the defense of Christine, Kawe, and Luke Molesky will definitely stop this Snow team.
I think that Snow knows what they have to do to win this game. I just don't know if they have the personnel to execute it. I think they know they need to shut down you and Andrew and get the boards from Rowan and Luke, and definitely try to get past Chris, get him off your best player. But I definitely think that they don't have the personnel right now to win this game, so I have you.
And Ryan Snow, I mean, ankle injury. Have you seen that? His bro's ankle. I mean, he's all taped up right now. I mean, I think he'll be fine come Sunday, but a little bump in the road for this kid. I mean, I hope he's out there. That's my guy. We always used to play, and then after the game we go to Wendy's. Usually most rec games. So I pray for you, Ryan.
So what's your Wendy's order? You a biggie bag guy, just like cheeseburger?
Yeah, you go.
What do you got?
Well, I go double bacon cheeseburger, large
That's a good
fry.
take.
Wow.
Usually a frosty,
Oh,
large
okay.
frosty, and then
Large
sometimes I'll do the nuggets too. And then fruit punch. I like fruit punch. Like
You get double bev.
What about the strawberry lemonade?
No.
And
Well, I
then-
do like strawberry lemonade, but not at Wendy's. You don't get that at Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be crazy to
All right,
get
this
that.
ain't a food
Wow,
podcast.
so
boys.
interesting, Max. All right, let's
move on.
Double bacon cheeseburger though. Oh my god.
All right, next.
After rec
We
game.
have last Cespedes at the 10:15 slot. I have Cespedes winning this game. I think they have the personnel to lock down Joel. And last, as we talked about in the previous episodes, doesn't really have much past Joel. So if any team can really shut him down, hold him like 15 or 18, like same with Max, I think this team last could really struggle.
Cespedes by 100.
Yeah.
Cespedes by 150. I mean, come
You
on.
don't
guys.
like the team last, it seems.
I don't really. No, I don't. I mean, it's not really a team. It's not a team. They should just be called Joel. Like that's their team.
Team Joel.
Team Joel. It should be Team Joel. I mean, Team Cespedes too. I mean, come on, like Julian, Rahul. Yeah. Ayush. I mean, that's honestly a sneaky big three in this league.
No, I'll agree with you. I got Team Cespedes in a landslide.
Yeah.
I think Julian should be guarding Joel, and if he contains him, I think he can contain him to like less than 20. Their offense is going to struggle.
It's a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
I have Rahul on Joel. I think Rahul can play defense when he wants to, and he's definitely a strong, lengthy player.
I don't know. Joel's kind of big though. I don't know.
Have you seen
No,
Rahul
Joel will get
lately?
buckets.
Strong.
Joel will get buckets.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my point though. Who else is? I don't even know who else is on that team other than Addison and Eric.
That's because you're just not a great
Analyst. Like
Yeah.
they have Zane, they have Miguel.
Addison.
No, Zane's going to be a good
I
player.
said Addison.
No, that's
I
why.
said-
That's
I
why
think
you guys are
I
saying.
said
Listen,
Addison.
I have Cespedes, but I think Team Last can surprise.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
think-
don't think it'll be a landslide. I think it might be a little nail biter.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams are pretty skilled, but I obviously see Cespedes coming out on top. But I don't think it'll be by a landslide. I feel like this game will probably mostly be decided. Do they play 4 quarters or halves?
Four
quarters.
I feel like this game would be decided in the 4th quarter. I feel like it'll be just neck and neck all up into the game until the 4th quarter, where one team will come out on top, and that team will be Julian Cespedes' team.
I think that both teams are going to start out slow, so Last can hang on for the first quarter, maybe second quarter. But then they're going to come out of the halftime, they're going to be breaking the sweat, the rust is going to be shaken off, and they're just going to pull away.
I say it's gonna be a blowout in the first quarter. It's gonna be a blowout in the second quarter.
All right, we get it, Max. Next game.
Sorry, Team Last. I'm I gotta call it how I see it. And
Next game, we have Tarzia versus Tremblay. I'm very excited to play this game. We've heard very little bit about Tremblay, but recently I got some insider info, which was not really my goal playing against them. They thought I was trying to game plan against them, but it's strictly for the podcast. I heard that they have a big three in Drew, Sean Levesque, and Noah Norse with Nick Tremblay coming in. He said he's a great player. I was talking to Drew. So Nick Tremblay, freshman, the name's on
Why
the
you
team.
laughing?
Let's see what he's
Why
got.
you laughing?
What are you laughing
Why
about?
are you laughing?
Tarzia, I respect you trying to be humble, but you're killing this team, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like this.
I try to stay unbiased, but
This
you said it.
This
already.
is like an all freshman squad. I mean, I don't really have a lot to say, honestly. I think Tarzia, you come out with the dub up by 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is a lot to argue about.
Yeah, I don't think Tremblay breaks 30 points this game.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually fairly confident on that one. I think Team Tarzia won't have too tough of a time scoring, but I think their defense is
Is
what will
that
win
a
them the game.
self-proclaimed big three?
Yeah, I was gonna say
yes.
the bar for big three is a little low right now. I
Top
guess.
three, if you will. Top three.
Top three.
Top three.
AJ, how are you feeling your matchup against Drew Chenoy? Do you think he'll be guarding you out of the gate?
That's a great question.
So honestly, I'm kind of hoping that he picks up Mauricio.
That makes sense.
Because Drew's a lengthy player. He's locked me down in the past. And obviously, I'm not admitting defeat, but he's definitely given me some trouble. So I'm kind of hoping he picks up Mauricio or Andy. But honestly, Drew picks up one of the three of us, and then the other two are going off. Like, they can't really stop us, I don't think.
So what would your team be like if like one of you guys were just out of the place, just isolated out of the place because Drew's on them? Like, what's your game plan, kind of?
I really think my game plan, at least, is to get to the hole and get to the line. It's always been that in rec ball. I practice my free throws, knock them down. I think I have the rec ball record, 18 free throws attempted in a game, and I look to beat it this season.
Okay. You hear that, refs?
If you guys run the fast break, you guys should be able to.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be fast breaks, get it ahead, make the layups. We've practiced sending some trailers because it is rec ball.
Yeah.
Open layups are really just
Cherry picking.
50-50. They really are 50-50.
If you have one good rebounder, though, you can do that.
No, I know.
Like-
No, it's a strategy.
Yeah.
I would do it. Yeah.
You shoot threes, though.
Who'd I
so-
pick?
you
AJ,
can move a little better.
who'd I pick last week? I picked.
I think you
There'll be some furniture moving in a minute.
you were against us last week.
I was against you last week. Oh, do I do it? Do I do
Max,
it?
I think that we got to vote you off the show if you do. Like,
No, I can't. Team Tremblay. No, I can't. Team Tremblay. I mean, I'm praying for you this week.
honestly,
That boy's praying a lot.
we don't know anything. We don't know anything about this team.
Yep.
It's
I think
only
we-
speculation. It's only with practice, and they only have half the court.
We are very
don't
disappointed
know.
I'm
that
sorry.
we haven't seen a game yet.
I gotta
mean,
say-
like,
I gotta
it's
say-
all speculation.
I gotta say, I have to take Team Tarzia. As much as it pains me, I'm gonna take Team Tarzia. I'm gonna take them big. Oof.
I mean, it's just
Tremblay, man.
there's only so much we could say about Tremblay because I mean we just haven't seen him. It's
No,
an
I'm
all
done.
freshman team. This is all speculation. I mean, like this-
we went too far last week. I'm done. I've said enough about you guys. Know how I feel about you guys. I just hope you guys have fun this season. Have fun. That's the key. If you have
If you have
fun,
fun, you won.
go to practice, scrimmage, have fun there. Go to the games. Don't even look at the scoreboard.
All right, Max. All right, that's enough. That's enough,
Just
Max. We don't know this team. They can come down and knock down threes. We don't know what they have.
Exactly.
They're all freshmen. This is
could
all
be some
speculation.
karma coming back.
Hey,
no doubt.
I'm waiting for that Lombardo Tremblay matchup.
We do play you guys.
Oh, I love that.
And I do
I
have
love
Tremblay
that.
in that game.
I
in
love
this
that.
moment right
See
now.
how Max
You
is
have
2
them
for
winning that
13
game? Yes, I
in
do
the
have
box
Tremblay
score. That'd
against
be
you
so
guys.
funny.
I love that.
I think you guys have some trouble in paradise.
That's such
in
a
that
joke. No, you
backcourt.
don't.
You guys definitely have
You're
that.
you're just saying that. I mean, oh my God. I mean, anyone could just say that. You don't actually think that. That's not gonna happen.
Max, you got a lot on the line for Sunday, bro.
We're
I'm
gonna
just
have.
letting you know right now.
We're gonna have to get to that.
Let's just say I have to be right about a lot of things. I've dug a big hole. I'm digging it.
And you keep digging. You're not stopping.
I got a lot to back
Next
up.
game. Next game. We did not get to see this team Calderoni play. And it would have been a very even matchup, but now they're up against Meyer. I don't think this is a good entry game for this Calderoni team.
Yeah.
I love
mean,
the
that-
Tremblay matchup,
I
but
mean, is any game a good game for them?
I cannot wait to watch this man's team
Max,
play.
if you go 2 for 13 on
Oh my
Sunday,
God,
man,
you're done.
You're not.
You're
gonna
done.
be
Next,
The booze will
next
be
Friday,
raining
when
down.
this
When
next
Max
one comes out. Ooh.
when Max touches the ball, the booze will be raining down at 9:15 in the small gym.
I'm just
Team
saying.
Snow
I'm
will
just
have
saying
the
what
whole
everyone.
entire
I'm just
gym.
saying what everyone's thinking. Like we can all everyone's thinking the same.
All right, this game though, I do have Meyer. I think this is going to be a pretty easy win for Meyer. A great team. Ali, former varsity player. You don't see that very often. Owen Fiedler's got some scoring there. Defense in Hemanth, Jack, Arnov, great shooter. I think this team's pretty well-rounded, and I think they should be able to handle Calderoni.
I think the one name you missed on that list is Owen Fiedler. He's tall, lanky.
No, he-
you didn't miss him?
He did not miss him.
No.
Well, anyway,
Talk about
Owen,
it. Hype him up.
great player. St. John's, we don't see him very much. He goes under the radar here, but here on Full Court Press, we do our research.
Okay.
So definitely keep your eye out for Owen Fiedler. He has some pretty nice post moves. He can take it to the hole, has a nice outside shot.
Yeah, good shot.
And I think he complements Ali very well.
I think this is going to be a good game for Team Meyer. I think you're going to really be able to see how Owen and Ali gel on the court. I think it's going to be a good duo because you got Owen, who's an offensive-minded guy, a lot of good moves, good shot, smooth basketball player all around when he's on. Ali, good defender, former varsity player. They practiced before us. He's always talking. He's always hyping him up. Hemanth will be a good defender if he doesn't foul out in the first quarter.
Might get ejected.
Might get ejected a little. back
The
to
refs
el-
have to do their job, honestly.
little elbows being thrown, but I mean, it's all good.
We will-
you know. But
Try to teach He-Man throughout the season.
Yeah.
But I
Well-
predict that he will play this whole game. I do think
Bold-
that He-Man will
bold
make
take.
it till the end.
As much as I want to say Team Calderoni should win, because I love all the kids on their team.
Techie.
And Techie.
yeah,
we got
great
Jordan
people.
Lassoff.
Great people.
Like, great kids on the team, right? I feel like this match will be one of the more entertaining games this Sunday. I feel like Jordan, I was talking to Jordan, he says the practices get really, really chippy. He says that he takes the initiative of the offense, gets and one layups, and starts talking to his teammates. So there might be a little chemistry problem on the team, but I feel like this team will be an entertaining team to watch. But as the season goes on, I don't think that they will find much success against one of these better and bigger teams.
What do you mean by entertaining?
So entertaining. Will
I mean-
Lake's a very crafty guard. St. John's kid, we don't see him around often. He can shoot the ball, right? And then we have Emilio, funny kid. He plays defense. He has a lot of heart. Same with Jordan Lassoff, right? You can't forget James Kaminsky. They're a star player, the big player on their team. I feel like this team can have their moments and be entertaining to watch, but I don't see anybody just taking this team against any other team in the league.
Word on the street is that Team Calderoni is coming out with drip. And according to Mr. Lassoff, that he is double headbanding. Maybe a potential double arm sleeve. We'll see. Techie Emilio Calderoni also says he's going to pull some tricks out of the bag as well. But yeah,
You know what they say.
All that to
Look
lose-
good.
play good.
you go.
I'm agree with Alex. Should be an entertaining game. He meant always entertaining to watch. And I kind of agree with Alex. This is a game I kind of want to see. I mean,
Definitely.
is it a score that I want to see? Don't know.
What time's
But
this game
if it's going to be a good game.
It's during your cheeseburger break.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch this game, but I will say, Calderoni, I'm rooting for you guys.
Oh, 100%.
But are you gonna
Am
watch?
I allowed
the
to root for teams on this? But I'm rooting for you guys. I don't even know. As an analyst, am I allowed to be biased?
We know you're a little biased already,
I'm not
Max.
biased.
Max,
well,
I think we're
AJ's
past that.
equally as biased as I am. Hypes up his team. I don't
Shall we
even know
move on, Max?
I don't even know who's on his team.
Team is
All right.
better than you.
At the same time, at this Calderoni
We'll
game,
see.
we have Hackett Martin. Are you gonna watch Team Hackett or are you gonna watch Team Calderoni?
Neither.
I'm gonna be
No,
you
I'm
know
kidding.
that
I'm
spot
kidding, I'll be there, I'll
where
be
the
there.
doors. I'm gonna be at the doors.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be standing, straddling the door. One eye looking on the Hackett game, and the other eye looking on the Calderoni
Holding the door
game.
for people, just helping people
Oh,
out.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
you
a
know me.
great guy.
Of course.
Yes.
But I think Hackett will come out with this win pretty handedly. Again, this is Martin Bentley team. Mikey, I don't want to do it to you again. I know this is 3 times, but I don't know if you have it in you. Can you be that top scorer? Can you be that top dog? Can you score 20 a game? If you can, I think Martin Bentley can be a great team, but I don't know. I'm excited to watch it. See how he does.
He definitely can, and I think it's going to be a close game in the first half. I think Martin Bentley, they're going to get buckets. They're not going to touch the paint.
No.
They're going to have to hit outside shots.
Yeah.
Second half, Hackett's going to pull away because the key to rec games is layups, and if you got guys that can just drive down, hit layups, and actually make them, because the difference in rec games is when if you have a guy that drives down and throws as hard as he can off the backboard, or if you have a guy that can actually finish a layup, like that is the difference in these games. Hackett's going to win this game. Whether or not Daniel cherry picks, we'll see, but I think Hackett's going to win this game and pull away in the second half, maybe win by like 15, 20.
Okay.
I think this game's going to be a poor representation of what Martin has because Hackett is our preseason favorite headed into this game. So I think that Mikey has to have a good game for them to keep it close. And also you need a big game out of Ryan Bentley. He's really their height in what they have to guard against these towers. And if he can have the game of his life, I think that Hackett would only win by like 5 to 10.
I feel like we're just kind of neglecting Jared Sullivan over here. I feel like Mikey, he has to play good, right? But we're always foreshadowing what Jared can do. Jared's just as good as him. He has a very nice skill set, high IQ point guard, right? Hackett is a very big team. Hackett Hadley is a very big team, right? And I feel like Jared, there's not a person to match up him that's like a good matchup for him. I feel like that he will abuse his matchup any time of the game, right? I feel like he'll have his craft. I feel like he'll have his high point guard ability, and I feel like he will get buckets no matter what.
So do you have Martin Bentley winning?
No, I know Hackett Hadley. Hackett Hadley all the way. Like, I'm not saying Martin Bentley's gonna win because they're not, but I would like to see this team do good because they're one of my favorites because the kids on the team I feel like that they can go far this season, but I just don't have them this week.
Yeah, Hackett's too big. They should dominate the paint, dominate the boards, I see Hackett actually giving the work to this team, and I don't see anyone stopping that.
Yep.
I mean, that was your MVP prediction, right?
I
He
think it
might
was,
have been, yeah. So he'll be good. I mean, another varsity player doesn't happen often. I mean, like people don't understand like how like you have to be pretty good to be on the varsity squad. So to translate that to be on rec, I mean, like I feel like it'll translate pretty well. And I think you guys will see that he'll be really good.
So I agree with you about the Jared thing, and I think in general this is a good team. I just think this is a bad matchup for.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
A
about.
bad
You're really
matchup.
playing the
Because
best.
they're gonna be
first.
pushed to the outside. They're gonna be bullied in the paint. They're gonna have to hit outside shots, and I don't think they're gonna do it. But I think they'll hit some shots, but it's just not enough to win. And I think Hackett's gonna get a lot of layups, a lot of finishes in the paint. I don't even think they don't even need to. I'm convinced they wouldn't even need to shoot a three. You can play like back like the Bill Russell days in the '60s.
No 3-point line.
No 3-point line. No 3-point line needed though. You know, like I would say Martin Bentley. I would say a strategy is play really physical. Because let's say you foul them, are they gonna hit free throws?
It's a good.
I don't know.
Hackett
I
Drummond
don't
might
know.
be the way
It's a good
here.
point.
I don't know. So
The way to
just
the promised land.
play as physical as you can because, I mean, don't get in foul trouble. But like if they're shooting, I mean, I would trust my defense if that team's shooting free throws.
Yeah, definitely. You do
No
get
offense,
5 fouls, or what is it, 5 or 6 fouls?
Well, yeah, but you have 10 people on your team.
yeah,
so
you
it's
got
50
You
fouls.
can definitely afford a few fouls.
That's 50 fouls.
50 fouls.
Mikey,
That's how we think in rec.
Mikey, go prove something wrong.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a
Don't
6 and a
prove
half.
it.
Yeah.
6 and a half.
Mikey, you're in
I'd love
the
to see
lab.
it.
You're in the lab.
I'd love
let's
to
do
see it.
Let's make it happen.
I think most of the things I say, I hope I'm wrong because I want
Do
I want
you?
good games.
Do
I
you
want
hope you're
upsets.
wrong?
I want good games. I want upsets and all that stuff. Other than
We know
stuff
you
I
want
said with my
upsets
team.
because with your takes, they're just crazy. We know
I
you're big
picked
on
you
the
over
upsets.
Team Tremblay. I wasn't gonna go that far.
That's
I wasn't gonna go that far.
Stop bashing Team Tremblay.
I'm not
They
bashing
have
them.
not played yet.
No, I'm not bashing them. I think. Who do you think's gonna win that game?
Obviously, I'll pick myself because
you said
I believe in
obviously.
myself.
You just said obvious. Oh,
Because I believe in my team.
Yeah. All right.
It's not because they're bad. It's because
Well-
I believe in my team.
Well, they are okay.
Enough
So
of
that wraps up our week 2 preview. So stay tuned for the games Sunday.
Dog of the week.
Oh, dog of the
We didn't
week.
do dog of the
we
week.
didn't get one
Prediction, our
last week.
So this is our prediction.
We didn't get one last week, so we have nothing to base it off again. Dog of the week, I'm going with the same people, Freeburgs. Breen Hillfinger, it's going to be a physical game. In order for this team to win, they need to be physical, and I think the Freeburgs will step up to be the dog of the week for the first ever time.
Yeah, I'll keep my dog of the week for Dan Tesoro. I mean, I think he's gonna get in people's heads, and that's what I want to see on the rec basketball court. And yeah, he'll dominate the boards, play good defense, and yeah, I'm doubling down on Dan.
I wasn't here last week, so dog of the week's kind of new to me. So my first dog of the week of the season is Jared Silverman. I feel like he could probably lead this team to a closer game, but you know, Hackett Halley's
Yeah,
probably
I
gonna come out
actually
on top.
kinda
But
like
I
that.
feel like I really like his chances of being able to upset this because going into the first game of the week, right? We have Hackett Hadley as number 1 in the preseason, right? It's kind of the chances that they're going to win are super high. I feel like that we could get blindsided. Jared Silverman, dog of the week. I feel like he can lead maybe a little bit of an upset.
Yeah, people don't understand, like, if you get some, like, late baskets, you know, get some clutch shots, that's also being a dog. You know, like,
Okay.
it doesn't always be on the defensive end.
All right.
Multiple ways of being a dog.
I'm going to go with a little under the radar player, Luke. Luke in his matchup against Lombardo. I think this is going to be a very hostile environment, and I think Luke's probably going to be on Max, and I think he's going to lock him up.
I like that.
I
really
I
like
think
that.
Camden's going to be on Max. So would you like to switch it if he can?
I think
Is
we
the dog
talked to
of the
Cam.
week-
Regardless, I think Luke's going to be dog of the week. Whoever he guards, I think there's going to be so much energy in that gym that we're just going to have to be giving it to him.
Yeah, I think it's pent up. We didn't get any rec ball last week. We didn't get any before break. I think everybody's ready to go.
Everyone's
Everybody's
antsy.
excited.
Yep.
It's the latest we've ever started a season, you know, so we're ready to go.
By a
My dog of the
landslide.
week. My dog of the week is actually my opponent, Ryan Snow. I'm praying for you,
Doubling
Ryan.
down again.
Your ankle injury. Well, I gotta go because we haven't had a game yet.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
just
no,
gonna go
fair
with the same
enough, fair
guy.
enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same guy. Ryan Snow, man. If you can make it on the court, which I think you're going to, you're a dog for that.
What are the chances he plays over 5
Max, he
minutes
didn't
in the
die.
game?
You don't need to be like,
I'm just saying.
sad, like,
I'm not sad.
How bad is his ankle?
He got into a little.
Just like rolled it.
Little roll.
Anything
little
for rec
roll.
ball.
He was
Little
out
tape
yesterday.
from
What are
He
the
was out of
chances
school
that he
yesterday.
even plays?
People make
He'll play.
sacrifices for
He'll
rec
play
ball.
because he's a dog.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I want to put an honorable mention on Techie the Plug, Emilio Calderoni. I think he's going to be in everybody's head, no matter what. They can be losing by 100 and he'll still be talking. And that's just a dog, honestly.
Make sure to take a picture if you ever see him. Techie the plug.
Well, that wraps it up. The games are on Sunday. They start at 9 o'clock, and the last game starts at 11:30. Be there. They're in the high school in both gyms, and go cheer on for your teams. Have a nice day, and come back for the next episode. What did you edit out? I saw it. What did it say?
We couldn't have so many.
Oh, wait, this is on.
We can be like, have a comment, but I was like, we can't have like
Oh,
three in a row.
What did I say?
Should I go hoodie or no?
I have a black shirt, but it says Bocado on it.
That was so funny.
Sorry.
Why'd you cut that?